Hello, everybody. Some guy who cooks here, and I have to apologize. You see, it would appear I have committed a cardinal sin. I thought that the first thing you should cook on a Blackstone would be a smash burger, but I was so very, very wrong. No, I have recently been informed that the first thing to cook on a Blackstone, and this should have been obvious to me, is bacon. So, I hope you can forgive me, and that you'll give me a second chance while I make my second cook on the Blackstone, bacon. Alright guys, so bacon is not the only thing I'm cooking today, but before I get into that, I got some splaining to do. As you can see, I'm doing a bit of a strange process here. I laid down my bacon, and then on top of that, I put a piece of parchment paper, followed by an oven mitt, followed by a weight. Now, I got a good explanation here, okay? So here's the deal. This weight is cast iron, and it's not supposed to touch the non-stick surface. Metal will harm the non-stick surface, so naturally, I don't want to damage this thing, which I've only had for like a week. However, I love the way that weight cooks bacon. It keeps it nice and flat, especially when you do the folded in half bacon like I do, that makes it extra crispy and on the outside and kind of a little bit of a bite in the middle, and just perfect. So the way I figure, someone recommended putting a piece of parchment paper on top of the bacon, and I thought, that's a good idea. However, it might not completely do the trick because parchment paper doesn't pad the weight at all. It just keeps the metal from touching the surface, and I think the sheer weight and the sheer hardness of it is what's going to hurt the nonstick surface. So I thought, what if I put a weight in between, and what better weight? Not weight, but a pad. What better pad than an oven mitt? So that's what I'm doing right here, and I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna take off my weight now. I'm gonna remove the oven mitt, which is probably really hot, and let me pull up this parchment paper, just being very careful. And look at that, bacon is looking good. I'm gonna flip it over now because wow, I think it worked. And we should be in business. Here we go. Pad and the weight. And now we play the waiting game. And while we do, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're doing egg salad today to keep up with our salad month. Now, I'm gonna try something that might sound a little strange. I'm actually gonna try grilling a little bit of the egg salad because I'm very curious. I've never heard of anybody doing this, and maybe there's a good reason, but then again, it also could be amazing. So I've got some boiled eggs. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel them, chop them up, and separate the yolk from the white. Actually, I do that before I chop them, but I'll separate the yolk and the white, and then I'll chop up the white and go ahead and cream those yolks with some good old-fashioned stuff. That sentence didn't make any sense. And now I would like to ask everyone to please remove their hats for a moment of silence while we mourn the overcooking of these hard-boiled eggs. Thank you. I was a little too wrapped up in that bacon, guys, and I left the eggs a little longer than I had to, which means, these whites are a little bit rubbery, and as you can see, there's some graying on the yolks, but that's okay. We can still make our egg salad. It'll still be delicious. Anyway, guys, we've got our yolks and our whites separated. Chop up the whites real fine like they are here, and we're gonna mash up these yolks with a few ingredients. Keep in mind, this recipe calls for 8 eggs, and we're gonna start with a half a cup of mayonnaise. Duking it down, followed by a teaspoon and a half of yellow mustard, aka a half a tablespoon. We also want a little salt, a little pepper, some dill, and chopped olives. I've got 2 kinds of olives here, guys. Your plain old salad olives, and my favorite, Sicilian or Castelvetrano olives. Stir the heck out of it. Yeah, seriously, mash these yolks, guys, and mix it as best you can. It's going to be a nice, creamy, gloopy mess. And if you really want, you can also add like some celery seed or chopped celery if you like. But personally, I like it with just the chopped olives. Scallions can be nice, but for me, keep it nice and simple. Now the best way to tell, guys, go ahead and give it just the tiniest taste. Just see if it needs any more salt or pepper. Honestly, This is great. Perfect. Go ahead and add in your egg whites and stir them on in. And there we have it. This is our egg salad, guys. Fantastic. I am, however, doing one more thing tonight. This is gonna sound really, really weird, but I'm gonna try grilling some. I've never heard of grilled egg salad, and you know, the Blackstone is hot right now, so I figure, what have I got to lose, right? Just make salad if it tastes terrible. All right, guys, so the griddle is hot. It's time to experiment, right? There we go. Got about a quarter of our egg salad here. Right down on the griddle. I'm gonna form it into like a patty here. And I don't think we want it to go for too long, okay? Because obviously we don't want to burn it. But I'm really intrigued to see what happens here, because I know, you know, that mayonnaise might actually crisp up. And sure enough, it is browned just a little bit. And the Blackstone is already hot, so I'm gonna turn it off now. I've got some lettuce for our top bun here. You know what, I'm gonna put it on the top and the bottom bun to really kind of hold on to that egg salad. And let's go ahead and scoop it up. Wow! Well, I guess the lettuce is getting a little grilled. All right, let's put this on top and flip it over. Oh yeah, we got some good golden color on these eggs on this egg salad. That's really cool looking. Just giving you another look here, and I'll give you a look here as well. I mean, it might be a little hard to see for you, and you can see there's some coloration on these eggs, a little bit of browning. It looks amazing. And while it's still hot, I'm also gonna add a couple pieces of our crispy bacon here, okay? Little bacon, and of course that top lettuce going on. Woo! Stay there, bacon. And the other side of our Parmesan crusted bun. Future episode coming up soon to show you how to make that. But this is one good looking sandwich. And now that it is all plated, this looks great. This is what may very well be the world's first grilled egg salad sandwich. And you know, guys, I'm intrigued to see how it tastes. Let's go ahead and take a bite. We already know that the egg salad is good. Now it's, oh my gosh, it's all falling out. This is a nice tall stacked egg salad sandwich, just the way I like it. Here we go. You know, what stayed in the sandwich is really good. I don't think grilling it actually changed the flavor profile that much. I think it just made it hot. Yeah. It mostly just heated it up, and that's okay. It's still a really good sandwich. But if you're like me, you do prefer your egg salad cold. So for the next one I make, I'm gonna put all this in the fridge and then assemble it later. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me for what has been a fun episode. And I hope to see you next time on Some Guy Who Cooks. I'm gonna go finish this now.